What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. President Trump has been caught in yet another significant lie, which I believe further incriminates him as a partner in crime with Jeffrey Epstein, because he's been lying far too often on insignificant ways. So remember back in July when the Wall Street Journal posted an article saying that there existed a letter that Donald Trump sent to Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced, perverted financier, on his 50th birthday, and that this letter was written in a way so that the outline of it was that of a naked woman, and Trump's signature was sort of in the style of pubic hair. President Trump at the time vehemently denied it, said it was a hoax, threatened to sue the Wall Street Journal. Well, come to find out that it does exist. And the Epstein estate sent a copy of this letter, because I guess the oversight committee, which is investigating and wants to hold hearings on the Epstein whole fiasco, but they were able to retrieve a copy of this letter from Epstein's estate, and they displayed it. You can see it. I don't want to put it on my channel because even though it's not real nudity, you got some real vindictive, petty people who just might flag my video for nudity if I just posted it. So I'm not going to do that. But the real McCoy is out there. That proves, once again, that Donald Trump is a fucking liar. So lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein's estate have given Congress a copy of the birthday book put together for the financier's 50th birthday, which includes a letter with Trump's signature that he had previously said didn't exist. On Monday, House Oversight Committee members confirmed that they received a copy of the birthday book, including the letter bearing Trump's signature. President Trump called the Epstein investigation a hoax and claimed that his birthday note didn't exist. Now we know that Donald Trump was lying and is doing everything he can to cover up the truth, said Representative Robert Garcia, Democrat of California, who is the committee's Democratic ranking member. Enough of the games and lies. Release the full files now. The Wall Street Journal back in July reported on the book and the letter bearing Trump's name, which contained typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman. The letter concluded, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." The signature was a squiggly Donald below the waist, mimicking pubic hair. Trump had previously denied writing the letter or drawing the picture, calling it, quote, a fake thing. He also filed a lawsuit against the journal's reporters, journal publisher Dow Jones, parent company News Corp, and executives, alleging defamation, saying the letter was, quote, non-existent. A Dow Jones spokeswoman said, "We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting." So now, it's been proven once again this guy was a liar. And let me further respond to something that somebody put in the comment section about my video, my previous video talking about Trump being an informant. They said, it's funny how people like me weren't interested in the Epstein list when Biden was president. It's also funny how you guys were the main one talking about the Epstein list last year when you thought it was a bunch of Democrats on the list. It was also interesting how Donald Trump's big mouth was the one who made the Epstein list a talking point amongst MAGA, because he promised to release the list. He made it an issue. Then suddenly when he gets in office, he backtracks. He backtracks because he knows he's on it. And it's not even about just Trump. That's the thing. It's not even about him. It's about the fact that the people who are on that list are so powerful and literally so untouchable in many ways that if Trump even suggested that he was going to release that list, hey, you know what this country does to people, president or not. I'll just put it like that. He ain't untouchable, not really. So, that list never going to be released. It's never going to be released. But Epstein's victims don't want to hear that shit. Those who are on a witch hunt against Trump don't want to hear that shit. So Trump is feverishly trying to get this shit off the front page and people on something else. But they're not going to do it. See, this is the thing. People want Trump to fuck up out of here, bro. And by any means necessary. And I saw some real insidious shit last week, man. When Trump was missing those 6 days for whatever reason, MIA, bro, there were literally millions of people on social media praying for the worst for this dude. Like, they hate this motherfucker. I thought people, when I was, a kid, I thought people hated Richard Nixon. No. When Nixon died, when I was in 8th grade, I was kind of shocked that people were actually crying. Nixon was kind of like that villain that you dislike, but you come to find that without him, there's an emptiness there. Like, damn, he was kind of an asshole, but damn, I kind of miss this guy, man. It was kind of like that. With this guy, Trump, shit, they hate his fucking guts, man. It ain't gonna be no, none of that shit. And conversely, Trump basically wants to protect himself for the rest of his life. He wants to protect himself. He knows there's a witch hunt after him. And that's why with the way that they're trying to gerrymander the districts in red states, he's trying to fix it so that Republicans have a permanent majority in the Congress, so that he'll have the votes to protect him from any possible future persecution and prosecution. And there's a fight right now, and it's really aimed at Trump. It's about Trump. So, I'm like this. I'm not a Democrat, but at the same time, I'm not a Trump supporter. So while I don't have a necessary dog in this fight, I'm always going to be a person that wants truth. I'm always going to be a person that wants what is right to come out. So, at the end of the day, if he's lying about this shit, if he did engage, and it appears that he's lying, obviously, I don't buy this shit about he didn't know anything about what was going on. And there's no way in hell that Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump were that friendly for 20-something years, hanging around each other that long. You've been to the islands. I've read the excerpts from victims. It's very clear as day that Donald Trump is innocent, right? And this kind of ties into my video with Angel Reese. It's not about facts, it's about narratives. See, Trump supporters are more interested in owning the quote libs They want to own the libs. So if that means that they have to tolerate the existence of PDFs in government or PDF protectors, they will lower their moral barometer to whatever it takes just so they can own the Democrats. That's what's most important about to them. If they had to throw their mama over the fucking balcony, they'll do that just so they can own the Democrats, own the liberals. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. No moral barometer whatsoever with some of these motherfuckers. Scumbags. And they have the mentality of children, the way they talk and write. Ha ha ha. They write just like that orange fucker. It's sad. It really is. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man.